Do you believe in God?
I've actually gone to like Christian American Fellowship when I was in college, hear people out, and then I kind of signed off when they're like, well, if you haven't totally committed yourself, then you're already a lost child. You know, I was like, I'm here to communicate with you, and you're going to write me off. You know, so this is a very mature and great nurturing relationship. I appreciate your perspective a lot, and we're all nodding our head yes because we get what you're saying. You know, there's no competition with it. I'm not here to deny it or whatever. And
that's right.
There's different ways to define it. So yeah.
And so, do you believe in God? Do you believe?
I believe in respecting energy in all of your environment, and that one thing affects the next. So I appreciate where everything is. And to say the word God doesn't naturally come out of my mouth necessarily because I haven't had a relationship, and the people in my life haven't talked about it. You know, it hasn't been present.
That's amazing.
So
do you believe there is a God?
I mean, the one way that he's put it, because he's gone back and forth a couple times in how because he watches, you know, videos and people talking about spirituality, we need to take control of your mind, different things, and you're saying let go of your mind almost. And I asked him, I was like, so do you believe in God or do you not believe in God? And he goes, well, God is an energy, and like in so many words, one thing affects the next, so you don't push him, force it. Yeah.
Well, I think there's an energy that is in us and goes through us and is everywhere. Yeah. But it's this energy that has a lot to it. That if you do certain things, you'll flow with this energy.
Well, what it is once you become His son, you're going to see that it's the love of God, and His love is an energy, all powerful, all knowing, all everything energy. But that's love that's guiding you and being with you.
So God
is love. Did you know that she didn't believe in God before you married her?
Yeah.
And you still married her?
Because it's my job to believe in God and share God to her through me.
Did you have marital counsel before marriage?
Pre-marital
counsel.
YouTube counseling. the self-starter kit.
Oh my Lord. So here's what I recommend for now. Keep coming, but in the meantime, pray. And from now on, from this point forward, don't ever let your wife know your weakness.
All as well.
And you have a better chance that way. Isn't that right?
Well, when you said the thing that not bothers me, but hurts me to see is him hurting. I think you said, how is he hurting, right? You said define. He physically struggles, like he will have an anxiety attack or something like that. And I don't like to see that when I feel like he has strength in him that I've seen at different times. I'm like, go back to that strength. You have that strength. So, well, it just...
So is he like walking around like this? Oh, I'm depressed.
Well, you know, you have stress, and then it can give you gallstones. You know, it's that kind of thing. I don't want to.
I had a rough time at work.
See, that's all.
Shame on you, man. Don't ever do that again. Because see, she want to nurture you, and that's what mothers do to children. Right. If your father was there, he'll like, boy, go sit down, stop overreacting, no big deal, right? But she can't help but want to hold you and. There, baby, you're going to be okay.
Yeah, no,
that is,
actually,
no, I'm just, I'm an example.
My dad raised me like that, where he's like, take care of it, like you're good. Don't feel sorry for yourself. So I have that perspective.
So why you want to nurture him?
No, I think he can help himself. That's the perspective I come.
But you want to nurture him, you say. You want to hold him.
I mean, that's just a common word we throw around. It's more like I support you and your process in developing.
But you shouldn't even know about it. So if you feel jealousy...
But isn't honesty, like, in how you're feeling in your process, whether it's talking about weed, this is what I'm going through, but you're saying don't recognize it, don't have an opinion, right? But he's being honest with
God. Like he said earlier, God sees that he's suffering, you know, and so he's, like, relaxing in it. He's going to water and relax inwardly and allowing God to handle it because it's a spiritual thing that you can do nothing about anyway. And so he shouldn't put that on you. You don't want to see your husband. How are you going to look up to him if he's acting like you? You know, he can't handle life and overreacting. He's depressed. You can't look up to a man like that. You're going to be looking for a man that you can look up to. And so by him dealing with life in a quiet way with God working through him, you will learn to respect him in the long run. You don't have to nurture him. You know what I'm saying? And you would rather see him be strong than to be that way. Because who is nurturing you while you're nurturing him, you know? And your help should come from within. His help should. And then he should be there for you to show you how to overcome it.
You said the age. I don't really believe that their age, because I think I think the issue is the mind and the way, because
you mean like between men and women?
Yeah,
when
because
they marry?
If I met a woman and she was a little bit older than me, and I didn't know that at all,
right,
and she's really immature,
right,
and I'm more mature than she is, especially coming from another country. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like she could be from here, and he could be from Brazil, and men from Brazil are way more advanced than men from here.
Right.
Especially, they're more of a man than a man from here. But my dad, he's young. He's just like 2 years younger than my mom, and my dad's completely over the. You know what I mean? He's the head of the house, like for sure.
Right.
So I don't know for sure.
I love that what you're saying.
Yeah, but
you're totally wrong.
I'm totally right. No, I don't know.
Let me tell you why. Women are more cunning than men are. Like you with your father and your mother, right? I guarantee you, your mother is letting your father think he's ruling.
Yeah.
She's cunninger than he is. So he's really not ruling. She's just letting him think that he is. But that's why women mature faster than men. They know. Women are more cunning. They can look at you and smell your weakness and rule you with it and make you think that you're ruling. And then your kids grow up and they all messed up and you wonder what happened. I was in control. How did this happen? Am I right about that? Yeah. Take the mic here, Jeremiah. Wake up.
Well, how can I explain it? 'Cause I've done it myself. Women, he's right. We do have a side of us that can act like you're in control and you're not. Yeah. I can agree with you. I can push you up. I can say, oh, okay, I'll let you, you're the man, you're all this. I can make you think all that. Yeah. And still, in some way, I would still be in control.
That's right.
And you wouldn't even know I would be in control. So, I'm not saying all women are like that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And
even good women can be like that. Even a decent woman can do that. Right.
No, the man should be at least 5 years older than the woman, no more than 10 years older than her.
And if a woman is older than a man, she didn't already played the game a few times.
Right. Yeah, women know
now
that.
when she got a guy younger, she can really run game on him.
Yes.
It's just like how sometimes men do the same thing to young girls.
Right.
They can run all kind of games. That's why they stay messing with young girls. And it's vice versa.
I know men who are dating girls like 20 years younger than them and stuff. That's ridiculous. Why would you want to date a girl or marry a girl 20 years? That's a baby. And any man that does that's a selfish man. So I don't care if you're from Belize or Africa or Jamaica or Russia or America. That spirit is the same. Everywhere you go, the spirit is the same, good or evil. And women know how to play a game on men. That's why you need to be more mature. You should have returned back to righteousness, your proper state of being, so you can absolutely see what's going on. Then you help your wife to overcome that. That's your role, to help her to overcome.